Welcome back from the 4th of July weekend. We hope you had a great one, and we are also excited to talk about the reconciliation package that finally has passed and been signed into law. And with me today is my boss, April Vogel, the Vice President of our Government Relations team.
Hey, Jen.
Hey.
Tell us about some of the great things that were included in the bill.
So we've been tracking quality of life over there, or at least talking about it for the last couple of years. And we're really pleased that there's a whole section in there for the Department of Defense and quality of life initiatives to include $2.9 billion investment in BAH, or Basic Allowance for Housing. Also, we've seen $1 billion investment in unaccompanied housing, which is one of our big priorities this year. So we're really pleased to see this. In my space, which is the child care and spouse employment side, we're seeing $100 million towards child care fee assistance and $62 million that will help modernize the staffing at the CDCs, or the Child Development Centers. And finally, $100 million in impact aid, which supports those school districts that are impacted by federal lands, and then $10 million for spouse licensure. So these are all really good things that do support our quality of life initiatives. But usually by this time we've been knee deep into the National Defense Authorization Act. Where are we with that?
Normally we would have at least draft language in hand, right? But regardless, the most important thing, right, is that we stay engaged.
Yeah, because there are opportunities for later down the road, there's opportunities for amendments. We might want support on specific initiatives and make it into the House side, but fall out of the Senate side. So we've got a lot of engaging to do.
Right. I would like to take the opportunity that we have to retell, or at least reinforce, the message of each of our top priorities where we can, by taking advantage of any office call we can get, and even take, our President and CEO, General Kelly, into an office, just like we did recently.
It doesn't hurt when it's the chairman of the Committee of Jurisdiction, right?
Yeah, we had an opportunity to take him in to see Chairman Rogers recently. We really got a chance to sit down and thank him for the work he's done on the quality of life, but also we brought up some of the things we're focusing on this year. Those opportunities are invaluable.
So we've got 350,000 MOA members. How do we get them engaged?
As we move forward, whether we get a CR or we're able to get an appropriations bill, we want to make sure that we're communicating what it is that we need their help on, or what it is that we want to thank the Congress for, because those members are very powerful and they all are constituents to those members on the Hill.
And then we have to prepare, right? Because who knows what's coming forward. You just mentioned a continuing resolution. What does that do to the Department of Defense or to military service members and their families?
We have a unique situation. We have this reconciliation bill that did actually fund a bunch of things sort of outside of that cycle of appropriations. But we need to figure out what does that look like now that if we do get another CR. We're operating on a CR now, and then we have this reconciliation bill. Do we get another appropriations bill? Do we have a CR? What does that look like? I think we're going to want to make sure that we're telling that story as well.
Yeah, and when you were in uniform, not that long ago, how would a continuing resolution impact you?
It hugely impacts the currently serving. It has an impact on new starts, training, and those things, when they happen over and over again, it just compounds the impact. We're talking about lethality, we're talking about the warfighter. CRs are really impactful on the things that we're trying to improve right now. We cannot continue to have those happen.